A gentle breeze rustled the leaves of the ancient banyan tree. Sunlight dappled the peaceful garden. Colorful flowers bloomed, attracting buzzing bees and delicate butterflies. In this tranquil setting, Durga Ma, the embodiment of wisdom and strength, sat in meditation. Her serene energy permeated the very air. Shetty, a young leader full of ambition, approached with a hurried step. His brow was creased with worry. He was a man accustomed to taking action, to leading with a clear vision. Yet, lately, he felt lost in a sea of doubt.
Durga Ma, I come to you seeking guidance. I feel lost, adrift. My ambition feels like a burden, my vision clouded.
Durga Ma opened her eyes, her gaze filled with understanding. Shetty, tell me what troubles your heart. Shetty sighed, the weight of his responsibilities pressing down on him.
I strive for success, for the betterment of my people. But the path forward seems muddled. External forces constantly challenge my plans.
Durga Ma listened patiently as Shetty poured out his woes. He spoke of rivalries, of unexpected obstacles, of the constant pressure to make the right decisions. His words tumbled over each other, a torrent of frustration and uncertainty.
I feel as though I am battling against the tide. No matter how hard I try, I cannot seem to control these external forces.
Durga Ma nodded, acknowledging the reality of his struggles. You are indeed a man of action, Shetty. Your ambition is admirable, your desire to lead commendable. But true leadership, Shetty, stems not solely from controlling the external world. Her words hung in the air, their weight settling upon Shetty's shoulders. He looked at her, his brow furrowed in thought. Durga Ma continued, her gaze steady and wise. The most important battles, Shetty, are fought not on the battlefield of the world, but within the confines of your own mind. Shetty shifted, intrigued by her words. He had never considered this perspective before. His focus had always been outward, on conquering the challenges that lay before him. True mastery lies in mastering yourself. It is in conquering your own doubts, your own fears, that you will find the strength to lead effectively. Shetty listened intently, his mind grappling with this new concept. He had always believed that strength came from power, from the ability to bend the world to his will. But Durga Ma's words hinted at a different kind of strength, a strength that resided within. At that moment, two figures emerged from the shade of a nearby mango tree. It was Lakshmi, the embodiment of abundance and prosperity, and Saraswati, the patroness of knowledge and wisdom. Their presence brought an air of quiet grace to the already serene garden.
Durga Ma speaks the truth, Shetty. The mind is a powerful tool. It can be your greatest ally or your most formidable enemy.
Saraswati nodded in agreement, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. It is the mind, Shetty, that shapes your reality. Your thoughts become your words become your actions, and your actions shape your destiny. Shetty sat in contemplative silence, absorbing the wisdom of their words. He had never considered the power of his own mind in such a profound way.
But how? How do I begin to master this unruly mind of mine?
Durga Ma smiled gently. The first step, Shetty, is awareness. You must learn to observe your thoughts without judgment.
Your mind is like a flowing river. Don't try to stop the flow. Simply observe the currents, the eddies, the flotsam and jetsam that pass by.
When you become aware of your thoughts, you gain the power to choose which ones to entertain and which ones to let go of. Shetty nodded slowly, beginning to understand. He had always been swept away by the torrent of his own thoughts, reacting rather than responding. Section 6, the path of persistence.
Mastering the mind is not an easy feat, Shetty, Durga Ma cautioned, her voice firm yet compassionate. It is a journey, not a destination. There will be times when you stumble, when the old patterns resurface. Do not despair. Each stumble is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to strengthen your resolve. Persistence is key. Just as a sculptor chisels away at a stone day after day, you too must chip away at the negativity and limiting beliefs that hold you back.
Shetty felt a renewed sense of determination welling up within him. He realized that true leadership was not about controlling the external world, but about mastering the inner one. Section 7, the harmony within. As if on cue, two more figures appeared at the edge of the garden. It was Ganesh, the remover of obstacles, and his brother Shiv, the destroyer of illusion. They approached the gathering, their presence radiating strength and tranquility.
True self-mastery, Ganesh boomed, his voice resonating with gentle power, is not about suppressing your desires but about aligning them with your higher purpose.
It is about finding the balance between the masculine and feminine aspects of your being, between action and stillness, between logic and intuition.
Shetty listened intently, absorbing their words. He understood that true leadership required not only strength and determination, but also wisdom, compassion, and a deep understanding of oneself. Section 8. A Leader's Resolve. As the sun began its slow descent, casting long shadows across the garden, Shetty felt a profound shift within him. The tumultuous sea of doubt that had been churning inside him began to calm. He felt a new sense of clarity, of purpose.
I understand, Shetty said, his voice filled with newfound conviction. True leadership comes from within. It is not about controlling the world around me, but about mastering myself.
Durga Ma smiled, her eyes shining with approval. You have taken the first step on the path to self-mastery, Shetty. Remember, the journey is long, but the rewards are immeasurable. Shetty bowed his head in gratitude, his heart filled with a newfound sense of peace and determination. He knew that the road ahead would be challenging, but he was ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery. Section 9. First steps on the path. As the last rays of sunlight faded below the horizon, Shetty found himself alone in the garden. But he was no longer lost. He sat down beneath the banyan tree, closed his eyes, and took a deep breath. He focused on the present moment, observing the rise and fall of his chest, the gentle breeze caressing his skin, the sounds of the natural world around him. He was no longer trying to control his thoughts, but simply observing them, acknowledging them without judgment. This, he knew, was just the beginning. But it was a start, and as he sat there in the stillness of the evening, Shetty felt a sense of hope blossom within him. He was finally on the path to mastering himself, and in doing so, he knew that he would become the leader he was always meant to be.